Good morning, everybody. Matt Modi here with another episode of the Dong Report. We got 3 players on Dong Watch for today. We're talking Monday, June 24th. And Dong Report just means I'm giving you my favorite MLB home run predictions for the day. So despite the fact that Monday is a travel day, generally a lighter MLB betting slate, I still found 3 guys that I absolutely love to hit a home run for tonight. So before we can get into that, of course, we got to do a recap from the weekend. So I did not have a video on Saturday or Sunday. So I am recapping Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for you guys. And it was actually a really, really good weekend. I got 1 player to hit a home run on Friday. Thank you to Royce Lewis. I also had 1 play refunded, so I was just 1 of 2 on Friday. And then Saturday, I loved the betting slate so much on Saturday. I ended up upping my units to 0.75 units per home run instead of just half unit. And I was rewarded with getting 2 home runs to mash on Saturday. So I got 2. I ended up having 4 on my card on Saturday. So I got 2 of 4 to hit a home run on Saturday, which was an awesome day. Thank you to Aaron Judge and Alec Boehm. Yesterday, unfortunately, was not one of our day. 0 of 4, down 2 units as I downgraded my units back down to a half unit yesterday. But all in all, really, really good weekend overall. Getting 3 dongs to mash was a profitable weekend, which was amazing. On the entire season, of course, we're still working our way back from how horrible the beginning of this season was. So we're down about 12 units, a little over 12 units on the entire season. But if you look at the month of June, we're up about 5 units. And really specifically in the past 8 to 10 days, things have been going really, really well. So hopefully as the weather gets warmer, maybe there is some evidence that the dead ball is behind us for this season as well. Hopefully that's the case and we can end the month of June on a hot streak and then continue that for the rest of the season. So if you're new to my channel, please remember to hit that subscribe button and let's get right into it. So play number 1, we're heading to the Guardians versus Orioles game and I'm taking Gunnar Henderson to hit a home run. This is at plus 400 odds at BetMGM. So technically this Orioles game being played in Baltimore is not the best game in the world from a home run perspective, specifically looking at weather. I found a couple batters that have really juicy matchups against the Guardians pitcher. That would be Tanner Bibby. That I actually have 2 Orioles in today's Dong Report. Of course, we're starting with Gunnar Henderson, who is amazing. We love Gunnar. Gunnar hit 2 home runs on Friday. Unfortunately, he was not part of our Dong Report on Friday, but he didn't hit one on Saturday or Sunday. So after a whopping 2 days off from hitting a home run, which for Gunnar, that's like basically going an entire season, hopefully he comes out of that mini slump, hits 1 yard for us. Really, when it comes to Gunnar Henderson, I mean, he has like the 2nd most home runs hit on the year. He's got the 2nd best ISO rate on the year. Nothing is surprising about Gunnar Henderson's stats, but when you dig into it, really what's incredible to me is how hard he hits the baseball. Just raw power. How hard he hits the ball really is astonishing with Gunnar. And how frequently he hits the ball hard as well, I should say. It's not just that he hits it hard, it's that he does it at a frequent rate. His hard hit rate on the entire season, how often he gets a hard hit, which is considered anything 95 miles per hour and above, it's considered a hard hit, 57.4% of the time. That's the 5th highest hard hit rate in the entire MLB. So basically, he's hitting the ball, getting a hard hit almost 60% of the time. His barrel rate, which measures contact, how well you hit the barrel of the bat, when you make contact, is at 13.2%. Now, that's not quite in the excellent threshold. Anything that is 15% and above is considered excellent by Fangraphs standards. Anything between 10 and 15 is considered great. His 13.2% is in the great category, and that would be ranked 25th of all qualified batters in the MLB. But really with Gunnar, like I said, it's not how frequently he hits the ball hard, it's how hard he also hits it as well. His average exit velocity, how hard, on average, how hard the ball leaves the bat when he makes contact, 94.1 miles per hour. That would be the 7th, that is the 7th highest in the MLB. But for this specific matchup, the reason why we like Gunnar is because he hits right-handed pitchers significantly harder than he hits lefties. And as you guessed it, Tanner Bibby of the Guardians is a right-handed pitcher. His ISO rate jumps up to 34.8% against right-handed pitching, up from 25% against lefties. So his ISO rate against lefties is still an excellent number, but against righties, it jumps up to still the 2nd best in the MLB, really only behind Aaron Judge. Judge's stats are just incredible. If you really want to laugh, look at Aaron Judge's stats. Similarly, his hard hit rate against right-handed pitching is also phenomenal, would be the 2nd highest hard hit rate in the entire MLB, once again, only behind Aaron Judge. And this also should be a good matchup for Gunnar when you look at the types of pitches that Tanner Bibee throws. Bibee throws a fastball 45% of the time. Gunnar has hit exactly half. 12 of his 24 home runs have come against four-seam fastballs, and his ISO rate against four-seam fastballs is 28.4%. So a little bit below his average, but still above the excellent category. And then from there, Bibee throws a slider. It's his second most frequent pitch is a slider. He throws that 28% of the time. And Gunnar, he is literally the best slider hitter in all of baseball. He has the most runs added above average. Excuse me, I was kind of fumbling for my words there. The most runs added above average. And Gunnar's ISO rate against sliders is 46.7%. And like I said, he's literally the best slider hitter in all of baseball. So very confident that Gunnar is going to be able to mash one for us tonight. That's our first play. Next up, Pirates-Reds game. I'm taking Tyler Stevenson to hit a home run at plus 440 odds at BetRivers. For this game, it should come as no surprise, but this game being played at Reds Stadium is the best home run game of the day by far. And what I mean by that is best home run game of the day when you consider the weather and you take account the stadium as well. Red Stadium is known to be a hitter's park, and today is no different. It's hot, and with slight winds blowing out of the ballpark, it's just going to help in what is already a hitter-friendly park. And we got a great pitching matchup as well. Bailey Falter is pitching for the Pirates. Falter is really not a good pitcher overall, and he especially is not a good pitcher when you look at his home run stats specifically. He allows a barrel rate of 9.5%. That's the 15th worst barrel rate in the MLB. He allows a hard hit rate of 42%. That is the 16th worst hard hit rate in the MLB. And he allows an average exit velocity of 90.1 miles per hour, which is the 12th worst average exit velocity allowed in the MLB. So top 15 worst, top 12 worst pitcher in terms of allowing hard hits in solid contact. But it's not only that. From there, he has a fly ball rate of 43.9%. That will be the 15th worst fly ball rate allowed in the entire MLB. So the combination of allowing hard hits and allowing fly balls, that's a death sentence when it comes to also allowing home runs, especially when you consider the fact that this game is being played at Reds Stadium. And then from there, looking at the actual batter-pitcher matchup, Falter is a left-handed pitcher. Stevenson crushes left-handed pitching, significantly more than he crushes right-handed pitching, I should say. For him, crushing is not quite like Gunnar level crushing, but Stevenson's ISO rate on the year against left-handed pitching is up to 21.3%, which is still in the great category as opposed to excellent. But more importantly, it is up from 12.9% against righties. So it's the difference of being a pretty significantly below average power hitter to great in terms of FanGraphs. And then from there, his hard hit rate jumps from 30% against right-handed pitching up to 40% against left-handed pitching. That 40% hard hit rate against lefties, that would be the 17th highest hard hit rate in the MLB. And his fly ball rate jumps an astounding 17.5%. It goes from 25% fly ball rate against righties all the way up to 45.5% against lefties. That would be the 24th highest fly ball rate in the MLB. Stevenson, it's been a little bit of a cold streak for him. He hasn't hit a home run in 20 days. I see no better opportunity for that to change than going up against Bailey Falter at Reds Stadium today. So hopefully he comes through for us and that happens. That's our second play. Third up, Guardians versus Orioles game. I'm taking Ryan O'Hearn to hit a home run plus 600 odds at BetMGM. As I promised, I have two Orioles for today's Dong Report, with Ryan O'Hearn being our second one. And so one thing I do want to say is Tanner Bibee of the Guardians, like I mentioned, he's who we're targeting in this matchup. He's actually not the worst home run pitcher in the MLB. It's just that O'Hearn is similar to Gunnar in that they have distinct advantages over him. Gunnar in terms of his pitch mix, and then Ryan O'Hearn is similar to that. But one thing that I didn't mention and that I saved for this write-up is that Bibee is much worse against left-handed hitters, and both Gunnar and Ryan O'Hearn are left-handed hitters, unsurprisingly. Tanner Bibee has given up 10 home runs on the year. 7 of those home runs have come against lefties. His home run per 9 against lefties is 1.33, which isn't horrible, but it's up from 0.79 against righties. The biggest difference in why he has given up so many home runs to lefties compared to righties is his fly ball rate. It jumps up to 43.8% against left-handed hitters. That would be one spot above Bailey Falter, and the 16th worst fly ball rate if you just extrapolated that out to all qualified pitchers. His pull rate, his hard hit rate are kind of equal. It's his fly ball rate that has really done him in against lefties. And O'Hearn is similar to Gunnar in that he is much better against right-handed pitching as well. O'Hearn's actually the type of batter, and you'll see this with left-handed hitters. He actually doesn't play against left-handed pitching. He's not in the lineup most days against left-handed pitching, whereas he's an everyday starter against righties, just to kind of show you the gap in Ryan O'Hearn versus lefties and righties. Excuse me. So with that in mind, it should come as no surprise that all 9 of the home runs that Ryan O'Hearn has hit have come against right-handed pitching. Now, he's only hit 2 home runs in the month of June. That doesn't look great. He's actually been hitting really, really well in the month of June as well. So I think that the home runs are going to come. Like, he's batting .339, which is incredible. He's got a .500 slugging percentage, which is incredible. And his WRC plus is at 149. And just to put that into context for you, average WRC plus is 100. That is completely average. And that WRC plus of 149, that would be the 11th best in the MLB if you just extrapolated that out to all qualified batters. And not only that, his fly ball rate is at 42.9% as well, which is a pretty decent fly ball rate. So it's not like he hasn't been hitting well or that he hasn't been hitting fly balls. He has. He's just been pretty unlucky actually getting those to be home runs. So hopefully that means some positive regression is coming for him. Hopefully that means he is going to mash one for us tonight. And that's all we got. 3 dong predictions for you guys to lock in, and make sure to like the video, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If we just get one of these guys to hit a home run, we will be profitable for the day. If we can get multiple, we will do a very nice dent, continuing to do a nice dent into our season losses. And let's hope we can get all 3 for the first time all year. Let's hope we can get all 3. But that's all we got. Appreciate everybody for watching, and have a good one.